Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Jaedong and Sky here on Benzene. Top right-hand corner of Benzene, it is the orange Zerg player. You know him as Jaedong. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it's the green Protoss, Sky. These guys were teammates back in the day. Got a huge replay pack of Jaedong playing against his Protoss teammates. I don't know where his replays against his Terran or Zerg teammates went, but I don't know. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Alright, man, so APVZ featuring two highly skilled players here on Benzene, a map that does not get cast very often, at least not on my channel. Let's check this and remember to turn that off in a minute. So yeah, Benzene, really big, crazy map. We've got expansions up north, kind of hard to hold. Top left, a little bit easier to hold here. Really crazy side path you can take. All the way down, you can knock down this here power generator if you want easier access to it. Whether to take it or to harass it, it's really just some weird back pathery going on here, which is one of the fun things about this map that I've cast on before. Probe scouting across to see what's going on. Overlord doing the same thing. Probe will do his job sooner. And that is a pool verse out of Jaedong. That's feeling like a... Wasn't watching. I know you guys hate it when I don't watch, but I think it was about a 9 pool. It definitely wasn't a 4 pool, so we're thinking probably about a 9 pool there, which is not super fast. But on a 2-player map like this, where you can only spawn in the top right or the bottom left, and you know where your opponent is, it's not going to be too bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn the fog of war back on, because people will complain. Hey, I remembered something. My brain is not totally tapioca pudding right now. It's a good day, is what it is. Alright, so the probe comes in, sees the pool, says, I'm going to go for my standard forge. Fast expand. What's he going to do here? The response, maybe just forge? What do we got? Okay, so it is a forge, but maybe before you go for the expansion, you make sure a cannon comes in first. As there are 4lings on the way, and maybe another one for 6. There it is. Okay, so 6lings on the way from Jaedong. The timing is crisp. Ready to rock. Sky is thinking about... Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. All right, so expansion coming in, no problem. This is not a 4 pool where you have to delay your expansion to stay alive. This is just a 9 pool where the lings are going to show up, but you can get a cannon down here, no problem, with the resources available to you now. And then maybe pull some probes to block the lings as necessary, because the lings are coming on out. Now, the probe can come back around and try to drag some of the lings with him. But that's not what Sky is into today. Sky kind of want to try to keep this probe alive for the time being, but cannon up, gateway there to assist with the wall, and then probe holding the wall with some minerals in his mouth. Might need to bring some other probes over. I don't know. Ah, yes, the probe did try to drag the lings back across the map to buy some time for this cannon to come up, but unnecessary. The cannon is coming up just in the gosh darn nick of time here. Look at the block, though. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. How many lings? The probe pull is great. Ugh, 2 lings get inside. Hold on. Just the 1. Okay. Whew. That's better. Third base coming up, by the way, by Jaedong down south as his natural pops. So he tried. He tried to get in there. I mean, this is essentially a forever scout right now, effectively. Also going to be really annoying for these probes to have to fight off with their own little laser beams. Are they in taser or something? What do probes use to attack? Actually, does it tell me here? Yeah, it does. Particle beam. Particle beam. Particle beam. Does everything that a particle seem. Alright. La la la. Yeah, this is going to be really annoying stuff. Meanwhile, Jaedong just going for a quick lair at 4 minutes like you do in situations like this. Another pylon on the way, and there's really nothing that can kill this dude until the cyber core is finished and a dragoon comes in. So at least the ling isn't going to be picking off probes. We've seen games where Jaedong gets 3 lings into the main base, and it is just game over for the Protoss at that point. Ooh, free shots, though. Oh, the free shots. Oh, got him. Got him. Worker on gas, turns his head for half a second, zaps the ling, and murders him. That probe feels really proud of himself right there. He's like, yeah, I was busy day harvesting Vespene gas out of the assimilator. Saw a ling coming. He looked pretty bad off, so I turned my head and zapped him with my particle beam. He died. Yeah, that's right. I am super cool. That's what he tells his friends anyway. And they're like, yeah, right. You killed a Zergling. Give me a break. There were more witnesses, though. There were witnesses watching. Maybe they can back him up. Anyway, Zealot shows up at the third, a little bit earlier than you'd expect him to. Usually this is a traditional like 6 or 7 minute attack, but it's fine. Get on in, deny some mining time before the Lings can show up, because there are Lings and they are showing up. Jaedong, the master of just making just as many units as you need to make to stay alive in a situation. You'll notice he did not make 12 Lings to respond to this. It's just the one Zealot, man. He's got the 4. Oh, is he even going to lose a Ling to this? Oh, the micro. Oh, the micro. No Lings die. No Lings die. 3 of them are incredibly injured, but otherwise they're fine. Because that's how that works. You can have 0 HP. Okay. You can have 1 HP, and you will still be just as fast and strong and effective as one of your brothers who has full HP. It's one of those things. But Spire on the way from Jaedong. Stargate done with Corsair coming out for Sky. We've seen this a few times on the channel and in your StarCraft watching days. Corsair is going to get an Overlord kill. It seems like, because, well, the Spire is not done. So that means no Scourge on the way to save you, Mr. Overlord. Very sorry to say that. Zerglings out, being offensive here a little bit, but they're not getting anywhere. There's a Dragoon, 2 Zealots, and a Cannon. You're not getting through that wall. You might scout what comes out of Protoss land. You might be able to delay a 3rd base attempt by the Protoss too, and in fact you will, because there are no probes out on the map right now. So if anyone wants to get out here, the army's got to escort them, because that probe is not throwing down a 3rd base without getting harassed by those Zerglings. Corsair still has the 1 kill. Yep, just the 1 kill. Overlord's doing a pretty good job hiding from him. Just pushing the Lings away. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn, you teenagers. All right, and bait Overlord. Goodbye. Oh, they stopped. Oh, they stopped. If they kept going, I think they get the Corsair, but now they have the same move speed. Now there's a cannon we're flying back to, and the Corsair is going to escape and not be charged with any crimes. Well, at least not be punished for his crimes. Dude, Jaedong, careful, guy. All right, free Scourge, not great. Got to replace that. Oh, and it's DTs. Okay. So this guy's going some DTs over here, which, not a problem, because this can be a Spore, like right now. And there's Overlords, so Sunken maybe in that case, and it is going to be a Sunken. Where are the DTs going, though? More of a north approach, perhaps into the natural, where, again, we have Overlords and some Hydras and a Sunken. They're prepared, essentially, for Zealots, but they're pretty good against DTs here, too. And there we go. No, the Hydras are not going to engage here. All right, so Sunken hit. Sunken. Golly, is one of these going to die? Almost. Almost dead with his 4 kills. And 4 kills. Dang, they both got 4 kills? That's pretty good, man. That is not bad stuff. Overlord speed is not done. It's almost done. It's very close to being done. The Dark Templar are pretty zippy, as it turns out, swinging around with their blades in their hands like that. Oh, and the Lings finish him off. Overlord does come into position. His buddy is still alive because they split up to stay alive. But the problem for him is there's a Sunken and Hydras down this way, so he's going to hang it on this ramp. Call it good. Just hang out on the ramp. Lurker aspect on the way from Jaedong. Sky is getting leg enhancements and ground weapons, as you do against Zerg. Also Storm, which I think he already has. There's no way he'd be going... Yeah, he's already got the High Templar out. I'm going to go with Storm is done. How about that? Storm is done at 8 minutes. Sweet. Corsair count getting a little bit intimidating for Sky here. Actually does not supply block Jaedong for half a second. He was supply blocked. I think Scourge just took down one of them. Yep, there were 4. Now there are 3. So nice job sniping there with the Scourge. Zerglings are going to die. No, they stay alive. Great reaction time from Jaedong, man. I mean, this is what makes a great StarCraft player, is the reaction time, right? I don't recognize those Lings are getting hit until they're all dead. It's a very small window you have to react and get them out of there. So Lings and Hydras holding the top of the ramp. Storm actually pretty fantastic at dealing with ramp situations, as we can see here. They need to take down... Actually, not worrying about the Templar because they're pretty much out of energy anyway, but more Zealots coming in. Lings helping with that. And this Protoss army should be handled eventually. Oh, the Storm, though. Hey, remember when I was like, they're out of Storm? No, they always have one more Storm than you think they do. Dude, focus the High Templar. Get the High Templar. There you go. Sort of trying... No, didn't get it. Didn't succeed. but tried really hard. Lurkers on the ramp, and the army says, we don't have detection. Let's just go home. We're not dealing with lurkers from Jaedong at the moment. Let's get at that robotics facility. And in fact, he does. Third base warping in from Sky along the left side. Zergling wants to kill. Does not get a High Templar because he chickened out and turned into an Archon. Might die anyway to these lurkers. Let's see. How much damage does a lurker do to a morphing in, summoning in Archon? Enough, it turns out. Run! Dodge it! Oh, not enough. Not enough. Where is this High Templar going? Well, back through Lurkerville, that's where. Great storms up here, though. High Templar down. Lings all die. Sky holding it just fine, thanks for asking. And lurkers are out at 10 minutes. Are your lurkers out at 10 minutes, Zerg players? If not, you may want to enroll in the Jaedong Zerg Club. Learn how to play Zerg like Jaedong in 4 easy lessons. Honestly, probably from day 9, right? That's where I've sent people who've been interested in learning how to play Brood War. Day 9, once upon a time, was very prolific in creating StarCraft content, and I wish he still did, but he doesn't. It's okay. He has found joy elsewhere in the world. But yeah, it's still relevant, man. So go check it out. I've had some really happy success stories coming out of that. Lurkers coming on in to an attempted 4th base of Sky and shutting it down. I mean, that's not a base, it's a pylon, but you know what I mean. Army coming up to deal with this. There's an observer in the mix, because of course there's an observer in the mix. The lurkers are unsupported by anything, though, which means they are in trouble. And the Overlord sees them coming and then tells the lurkers to get out of there. That's such good control. Just the map awareness, bringing the Overlord around is such a smart deal. 4 bases happily running for Jaedong, 3 bases from Sky. This is a pretty good match. Pretty good so far. The lurkers are trying to get out of here, but the zealots, no. The zealots do not allow it. They body block those guys. Say, you're staying in here with us until you die. Defilers coming in, Consume being researched. More and more zealots here from Sky. Loving that play, honestly. Like, zealots, actually not bad against lurkers. If you have enough of them. Obviously, the one's not going to do super well. You know what's better, though, is Dragoons. Dragoons are better against lurkers without Dark Swarm. So Dragoons show up. Where'd your observer go? There it is. Is Consume done? Consume is done. Okay, it's time to get out. Ling counterattack out of Jaedong. And what looks like a drop. It is a drop. Okay, so DT's up north, causing some problems. Sniping down an evolution chamber, which is researching +1. Oh, Scourge take care of the shuttle. That means the DTs are dead. Engagement in the middle of the map here. Ling's trying to handle the Dragoons, but there are too many zealots coming to assist their friend there. DT ends up with 8 kills. That one has 10. Holy crap. That was some pretty effective DT dropping, friends. Yeah, Sunken going to finish this one off. One more drone kill, guys. One more drone kill is all it takes. This guy's still alive. This guy's juking back around. Juking back around to get inside this mineral line. The reaction time is good from the drones, but one more of them is going to die at least. And that might be it. Lings do take down something up at the top left. DT goes down, still pushing Sky across the middle of the map. And the DT drop did some serious damage to Jaedong there. He's at 39 workers to 62 for Sky. Oh, Jaedong. Oh, Guy. Might not be in the best position right now. Yes, a recent update did give access to these worker counts and replays, which is so nice. Really, really nice. Alright, it's time for the Defiler play. We haven't seen any Defiler play. Some drop play in the mix too, as Dropper Lords have been researched. But yeah, I mean, Sky has a 4th base up north. He's probably going for a 5th base for the 3rd time today in the top left-hand corner, which has been a little bit cursed, but that's okay. And is expanding down south. Oh no! Jaedong! You are in a world of hurt, my guy. You have not expanded for a while. Your Protoss opponent keeps expanding with a wild abandon. You need to kill a base and expand yourself, my dude. What do you think about that? Maybe do that? Alright, Zergling's going for a bit of a flank here. At least distracting the army a bit while the drop comes in. Oh, the storm is so effective, though. So darn effective. That said, +1 armor Lings with adrenal glands, not too shabby. Oh, he's sneaking into the main. Corsairs trying to kill the dropper lords while the unload is happening. They're not really good at killing stuff like this. There's your Dark Swarm. There are your Lings coming in. Cannons falling instantly. Drop causing some serious problems for Sky. He's going to lose tech structures. Templar Archives and the Robotics Bay looks like they're going to go down here. Lurkers in the mix. And the Citadel of Adun. No more High Templar production for some time out of Sky after this drop. This is so mean. Meanwhile, Jaedong is supply blocked, unfortunately, but he's making 9 Overlords at a time, which is fine. The Protoss army is responding to this insanity right now. Boy, the Zealots were the right answer there, huh? Yeah, against a Ling Lurker style attack, Zealots are going to do just fine. But guess who's coming up north? Jaedong! Trying to even this count, trying to take down the cannons, not working out super well. Maybe more cannons than he was expecting. I don't know what these dudes are up to, but Lurker strategically trying to place themselves around. And yeah, man, replacing the Citadel of Adun. Sky can't make High Templar for some time. Where are the Defilers? Where are the Defilers? Alright, well, Lurkers are in trouble anyway. There's one. Okay, so Dark Swarm comes up. This Lurker is protected. And is there anything in here being protected? Some Zerglings, I guess, which is not as good. There are still some High Templar, though. The existing ones need to be kept alive, and they are. They're being held to the back. Sky is up 160 to 91 total supply, you guys. Lurkers down to the Zealots. Again, Dark Swarm does not help you against those Psyblades. Oh, brutal. Sky is sort of just owning here, guys. Yes, his tech got slowed down. It's a disaster. But at the same time, Jaedong has not been able to take a 5th base of his own for some time. He probably could right here if he wanted to. I'm not seeing it. Come on, drone, let's move. Scourge taking down a Corsair. You have the resources. Let's go. He's not even droning back up. He seems to be happy at 44 workers. Well, again, with the number of bases he has, sure. I guess that makes sense. He doesn't want to over-drone for the number of hatcheries he's sitting on, but there you go. 5th base finally coming up from Jaedong. But there's so much green. There is so much green over here. He's down 65 supply. He's down 33 workers, too. That is such a massive problem for him. All right, trying to drop on in, but the army's waiting for it, and Jaedong pulls back out. But he always has a plan B. Up north, and these guys are still hanging out. But up north, we got Lings and Hydras trying to shut down this attempt at a, is that a 6th? A 6th base for Sky in the top left-hand corner. There's only 2 cannons. Oh, forces a cancel on the base anyway. That's a win as it stands. I'm just going to call it a win anyway. Shuts it down. Does he have enough to kill this base? I don't know. Sky came back to defend it anyway. He recognizes saving that versus saving this. Keep the base that's already providing me income rather than the potential income later on. Gosu level decision making there. Is this still full of dudes? This is still full of dudes. And I just got to say, the longer this game goes on, the more Jaedong is catching up. Right? He's still catching up. He's only down 50 supply right now, which doesn't, again, only is a weird thing to say, but you know how you defend against Ling Dark Swarm attacks? Zealots and Defilers. That's how you do it. God, that was not great. But more army coming up this way. Cruising on in. Do they have upgrades yet? They got the +1 melee, which again was denied and had to be re-researched. Kindness plating on their way, which means Ultralisks. God, the Storms are so good. Where are these High Templar? I don't know where the High Templar are, but they have a lot of kills between them. That's for sure. Dark Swarm down south. Nothing left because Reavers exist. And a base down south being taken by Jaedong. All right, man. We've seen Jaedong lose to Protoss players on this channel a lot. Good storm drop, by the way. 25 kill High Templar. Gah. He wants another storm. He gonna get it. Jaedong. Guy. 34 kill High Templar. Jaedong's down to 33 drones at the 19-minute mark. It is not good for our dude here. He's sitting on about 400 minerals. He's trying to drone back up. He's making 4 Ultralisks at a time while he's at it. Is this army still here? Yeah, man. At some point, I'm going to try to go back in, I guess. But guess who's got High Templar back? Yeah, Sky does. He's making Archons, which Archons versus Ultras. I guess it's better than Storm versus Ultras, so fine. 6 Ultras in production, more Reavers coming in too. Reaver, a better answer. Versus Ultralisks, if I had to advise a Protoss player on what to do here. He really wants to kill this base, but there are Reavers, man. Reavers exist. Reaver taking some shots. Oh, it goes down, but secondary Reaver exists. And DTs, and another Reaver pops out. And the Dark Swarm is beautiful, but I don't think there's going to be any Zerg left in this Dark Swarm when all is said and done. Cannons are problematic. Lings are getting wrecked by these Zealots because they have 3 attack and 1 armor. Reaver shot explodes harmlessly on nothing right there. And again, trying to kill this base for Jaedong fails. 43 drones. Trying to drone up and make Ultralisks. Trying to fight with the Ultras against these Archons. It's not going very well. The bonus damage versus Biological is kicking in right now. That 39 damage splash. It is a big number. Okay, well, it's a bit of a silent moment here, but I think Jaedong's dead, everyone. I'm looking at this. Army supply, way higher for Sky. Worker supply, way higher for Sky. Base count, way higher for Sky. He's got these 2 bases. If he can hang on to them, and Sky doesn't kill him in the meantime, it's going to be an okay time. But here we go. Archons. Alright, 1 Archon down to these Ultras. Another Archon down to these Ultras. Dark Swarm, pretty good here. Right? It doesn't negate all of the Archon damage, but some of it, the direct damage, is negated. Because it's a projectile. Because it has range on it. Ultralisk, okay. Versus these cannons, having a pretty good time of it. Protected there too, but the Reaver's getting into the mix. Go take down the Reavers. Okay, so Reaver priority target does get taken down, but the army from the south is insane here as well. Dark Swarm up, Lings on top of everything, Ultra's coming on in. Reaver getting huge shots off with nothing bothering him at all. That is a recipe for disaster for the Zerg. Cannons going down, trying to take the Nexus out with the Dark Swarm support, but the Reaver says again, don't care about your Dark Swarm, buddy. The Nexus does end up getting saved. No hull damage even taken by that thing at all. It's 100 to 170 supply. This one, Ultralisk, is new to the party. More Ultras in production, more Defilers in production, but Jaedong. That's an RIP from me, ladies and gents. He not coming back. And I've had some comments from people that are like, I like watching Jaedong, but man, he loses all the time. I don't know. I don't know what it is other than to tell you Sky is a really good Protoss player. And it's one of the sadder things because he's one of those elite StarCraft players who got busted for match fixing and banned from the sport forever. He's one of those guys. But like Savior, Sky, who else is on that list? More people. Sky is really good. As you can see here, and he's ruined his career because he just threw some matches for money, which... so dumb. Just so stupid. Alright, well, here we go. Last stand from Jaedong. I don't know about this, guys. It is a 100 supply advantage for Sky right now. Dark Swarm on the right side. Dark Swarm on the left side not coming down at the moment. These Ultras not getting into the party here either. I don't know, man. Jaedong does not seem like he's on his game today, I say, as he's down 100 supply to the Protoss player in 23 minutes. Sky pulling back, doesn't like what he sees. Heard a lot of consumes. And High Templar storming. No, his buddy High Templar saved him there. 12 kills on that one. Trying to storm down the Defiler. A bit of a whiff there on that one. Again, High Templar are slow. They are terrible at keeping up with the rest of your army. Oh, where do those Lings go? I guess turning those into an Archon. Let's do the dance. Grab your partner, swing them around, doing the do-si-do. Oh, and Jaedong taps out. He recognizes there's no coming back from this. These guys still never merged. The merging was never complete, or started for that matter. Yeah, he was down more than 100 supply. He was at 38 drones, which is so nothing. The storm drops were massive. The DT attacks were really important too. Jaedong's drops did not do as much damage. He did take out the main nexus and a bunch of tech structures that one time, but other than that, I don't think he won a single engagement. Never took down this base, never took down this base, delayed this base a little bit, but never killed it after it came up, and that's kind of your big deal. I mean, Sky never killed any bases either. He killed a total number of 0 hatches in this game. But he just killed enough drones and slowed down Jaedong's economy enough that it didn't really matter. I kind of like the compositional choices here from Jaedong, but at the end of the day, too many Archons. The upgrades were great. That 3 attack and 1 shield on them is so good. And yeah, 5 armor on the Ultras, along with a +2 attack. On the melee attack was nice. The +3 was late because, again, it got denied early with that DT drop earlier up here in the main. So, what a display from Sky. Telling you, one of the saddest stories. One of the saddest stories in all of StarCraft. That guy. All right. Well, good stuff. That right there is going to be it for me. Actually, no. Let's check out the final score. Sometimes I forget to do that and get chastised in the comments. All right, man. So 24 minutes elapsed. 190,000 points for Sky, 166,000 for Jaedong. Jaedong produced 700 units but lost almost 600 of them. Whereas Sky, 250 units produced, killed 500. That ratio is insanely good. Resources, gas mine, Jaedong doing pretty well for himself. Actually out gas mine Sky. But minerals mined significantly in favor of Sky and total spent 5,000, which is 5,000 resources of Zerg units you don't have versus Protoss units that do exist. The Reavers and the Archons were beautiful choices. And Jaedong was done. So that is going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.